boundaries. Financial boundaries, to be exact. What would you do? How would you feel? Well, for one thing, money wouldn't be a problem anymore. Everyone would have a chance based on skill and opportunity, not because they're rich and powerful. Everyone would have a chance to succeed in life fairly. No one with skill will be put behind others just because they don't have money. To tell you a bit more, the top 3 countries to be the best in education are Finland, Japan, and South Korea. Anyone notice that these are all first world countries? On the other hand, the top 3 worst countries in education are Niger, Eritrea, and Burkina Faso. Some people haven't even heard of these countries. Heck, I didn't even know of them until I heard about them. The people of these places aren't given the same chances as people living in first world countries, all because their countries don't have the same amount of money. Without money as a boundary, the children of these places would be free to learn everything the same way as children of first world countries. Without the same amount of money, these third world countries will have to settle for less and will continue to suffer if they settle for less. Things like additional support, early childhood programs, and advanced programs can help students, but they need more money. What are these countries going to do if they don't have that kind of money? Students also need money for things like textbooks and school supplies. If their families don't have that kind of money, what are they going to do? Back to talking about the top 3 countries in education. It's obvious that they have their reasons as to why they're the best. In Finland, teachers are well paid, students get a lot of recess time, and there's less pressure with tests and homework. In Japan, the focus is on the quality of the lesson, not the quantity. Instead of letting teachers lecture on and on, the teachers let the students teach the class. They use hands-on learning, and students focus extremely on their studies. In South Korea, they focus a lot on peer relationships, for their teachers to guide the class along as a community. Their philosophy is grit and hard work. The teachers are very passionate about the students and their work, and their families and teachers have high expectations that the students are always motivated to reach, using things like tuition to their advantage. These places don't have the same exact things, but one thing that is common is money. Well-paid teachers, hands-on learning, and tuition all need money, something that places like Niger, Eritrea, and Burkina Faso don't have. There is without doubt some extremely talented children in these places, but they won't ever have a chance to achieve, all because their country doesn't have any money. A student that studied in India had good grades, and her passion was to become a doctor, but her parents couldn't afford the payment, so the student committed suicide. All because of money, a student's life was lost. But students who don't have the best grades and whose families have a lot of money could buy their way into college, taking the places of students with good grades who could have gotten scholarships, whose dreams could have been made a reality. A few of my dad's childhood friends from India wanted to go to a certain college and had really good grades, but couldn't get a scholarship because they were 0.5 or 0.25 points off in the entrance exam. Their families couldn't afford to pay the fee either, so they were forced to settle for less. Thiruvalluvar, who lived 2,000 years ago in Tamil Nadu, quoted that "Iyattralum eethalum kaathalum kaanda vaguthalum vallada arasu," meaning that producing, saving, protecting, regulating, and equitably sharing is a way to a powerful governance. A government should take things like a student committing suicide a personal offense. They should change their ways. Instead of pushing these things away, they need to fix them. They could offer more scholarships that don't have to be full scholarships, but that money could help someone. The government needs to help people who can't afford things like education, instead of focusing everything on those with money. Now, this raised some questions in my head. One being, why isn't free or low-cost education offered everywhere? Equity is all we need, fairness in every situation, no matter if you're rich or poor, boy or girl. Everyone needs the same opportunity. Now, once again, imagine a world without financial boundaries. It feels much different from everyday life, right? People tend to think everyone is swimming in the same waters as them, but you'll only truly realize what they're going through when you take a swim in the waters they've been drowning in. Thank you.